Hey everyone, in this lesson, we are going to dig into a really important decision. Should you self-host n8n or should you go with a paid cloud version of n8n? Now, let's talk about it. There's significant trade-offs in cost, control, scalability, maintenance, and features. So I want you to make the right decision here, and I want you to know what the right choice is for your own personal use case. By the end of this lesson, you should be clear on what you gain and what you risk when you self-host and when the cloud version might be the better pick for you. Now, let's start with why you would even consider self-hosting in the first place. I want to touch first on the upside of self-hosting n8n, and then I'll talk about the downside. So the upside is full control. So you get to manage your infrastructure, your data, your credentials, and many Reddit users highlight this as a major benefit for them. The other thing has to do with cost saving. So you don't pay per workflow or per step in the same way the cloud plan might. Some people say they are able to cut their automation costs by 77% by switching from n8n cloud to self-hosting. Now, the other benefit is the ability to use custom nodes, extensions, deeper customization that might be restricted in the cloud due to the fact that it's a managed environment. Okay. Now, the other benefit of self-hosting is like data privacy compliance. If you have a strict requirement, then self-hosting makes a lot more sense because you get to decide where the data lives, how backups are configured, etc. Now, let's talk about the hidden costs and limitations of self-hosting. So when you self-host, it's not just a plug-in and forget. There are some limitations, so let's talk about it. Now, the first one has to do with technical overhead. You must manage your own server, backups, updates, security patches, scaling. In fact, the official documents say that self-hosted n8n requires technical knowledge, and mistakes can lead to data loss, security issues, and downtimes. And when you saw in my own instance, you could see that you have to make sure that you are not behind in terms of versions as well. Now, the other thing has to do with OAuth integration friction. So for some services like Google Sheets, you need to set up OAuth credentials manually. If you don't know how to do that really well, then you may definitely not enjoy the process of self-hosting. Another downside is support and team features, right? Now, the free self-hosted community version, it lacks some enterprise or team collaboration features. And for some teams, the cloud offer will make it just easier to manage all this infrastructure that you'd miss with self-hosting. And also, as your workflows grow and become mission critical, you need to consider architecture like queue mode, the workers, failover monitoring, and the cloud version will often handle that for you. So as you scale your business, this might be like a big win for you as well. Now, think about the unexpected infrastructure costs. So while the software might be free, hosting it itself won't be free. And sometimes usage patterns can sort of like spike your entire cost as well, like your API calls and all that. All those things can increase your deployment costs. And not like when you are cloud hosting, you don't do that. Now, this is when cloud hosting makes sense. So when would I recommend going with a cloud version? So if you are just starting and want minimal setup time to value, then for instance, you want to prototype automations quickly without managing servers, then you are good to go with the cloud version. Okay. Personally recommend that if you are new to n8n, you don't have any DevOps knowledge, then don't worry yourself with self-hosting at all. The other thing as well is if your workflows are business critical, or you are in a team and you want robust support, or you have like managed scaling, reliability requirements, then you need to cloud host, because if you don't want to maintain that yourself, then you have to do that. Also, if you prefer predictable pricing, you don't want to deal with prices and infrastructure costs or tricky setups, then you should consider the cloud version as well. If you need features that the self-hosted community edition may lack, for instance, collaboration, multi-user templates, enterprise capabilities, then go the cloud version as well. Now, this is how to mitigate self-hosting risk. If you choose self-hosting, then here are the best practices to avoid some common pitfalls. So first, use a reliable VPS or cloud provider with good cost performance. So think somewhere $5 to $10 a month for an instance of like EC2. Also automate your backups and your database instantly, and use version control in your deployments so that your updates are safe as well. Another thing is monitor workflow executions, your resource usage, and plan for scaling. That is adding workers using queue mode before you hit your limits. And if you are using like sensitive OAuth integrations like Google, then follow n8n's documentation and configure your credentials properly to avoid sudden failures as well. Now, you can also document your infrastructure setup so that if you change teams or someone new joins your team, then they can understand and know how to maintain it as well for you. This is what someone said on Reddit. Sharing workflows and credentials is restricted in the self-hosted version. So if someone leaves, nobody else would have access as well. All right, I know I've talked a lot, but let me me just summarize what I just said. Self-hosting, it gives you maximum control and potentially lower cost if you are comfortable with the technical side and willing to maintain the infrastructure. Now, the cloud-hosted n8n version, it gives you ease of use, supports managed infrastructure, and faster time to value. But the trade-off is some control, and as you scale, you might pay more or hit your workflow feature and limits. And for some people, this is fine. So I'll say that the right choice, it really depends on you, your team, your budget, your risk tolerance, volume of workflows, your compliance needs, and how critical uptime or scaling is for you. I do have an attachment on how you can sort of like self-host. I'm not going to be covering self-hosting your n8n instance in this course, but I do have an attachment that has documented the steps for you, because that is more of like a DevOps procedure as opposed to like building AI automation. And I want us to get quickly into the fun stuff. So I'm going to attach all these documentation on how to self-host if that is what you decide to do in the exercise files, so that you can try it out. Maybe this could be like your weekend DevOps project as well. See you in the next module of the course.